Okay, today we're going to continue the rebuild series, looking at a couple of deck manipulating projects, Star Chart and Citygate. Let's start with Star Chart. Star Chart Silver makes you very likely, although not guaranteed, to be able to hit 5 on turns 3 or 4, and we're going to here because obviously all 3 of our estates are here, which means we're going to get 5 coppers next hand. Take another silver, take a rebuild. We get to stick the rebuild on top, and the rebuild makes us cycle a lot faster. So that's nice. Again, we're going to hit 5 next turn. And we get a stick rebuild on top. And we want to cycle as much as possible, so skip that duchy. We're going to get a rebuild in hand again next turn. Now, we're also going to have a silver, a copper, and 3 coppers, 3 coppers. Okay, so that's 6 coppers. So there's 1 copper in there, 1 silver, 2 more silvers and a copper. And what's the last card? I don't remember. We'll find out in a second. Oh, it's the other duchy. So let's again skip as much as possible. Wow, this is like really nut drawing, but the big point is that Star Chart kind of helps you nut draw. Not this much, but it's nice. Now, do we go for the 5th silver? I think it's still good, but it's getting again close to the point where it wouldn't be. And let's skip province to get deeper. Okay, wow. 2 rebuilds in here, so that's something to watch out for. We have 1 duchy. We're probably gonna... Do I want a rebuild or a duchy here? We have 3 rebuilds. I think I'm gonna take 1 more Let's take the duchy because we have 2 rebuilds coming up. We're likely to get both of them. So here we want to name province, and we hit this duchy. And here we're going to name province again. And the important point here is we're star charting. We want to put a province on top so that we got to skip it. It just cycles us the tiniest bit more than we otherwise would. Here we do have a rebuild in these 7 cards. I don't think I want another silver. I think we're just going to end it here. Now we're just trying to mill province, which we're able to do. We're going to take another duchy. We're going to make sure that we have our rebuild on top. We're going to go this for maximum millage. And well, I guess we want to skip a copper more than anything. So we're going to do that. We're going to buy an estate. We're going to buy a duchy here. And now, because we know both the estate and the duchy are there, we can name province and make sure that we put the duchy on top. So we hit that and buy a duchy. So that's kind of the basics of Star Chart. This was 15 turns. I should have been paying closer attention to when we got half the VP out. But we ended up with 6 provinces, a duchy, and an estate. So this turn we scored 6 points. It was a few turns ago, I think. It's a pretty good combo. Not the strongest, but it also plays well with other stuff. There's just a little bit of optimization on knowing when to do what. Let's look at Citygate now. We'll do it first with the 4-3, which is silver Citygate over Citygate silver, I'm pretty sure. This way you can ensure that you hit 5, which is what you want to do. We'll put the copper down here. Take rebuild. Here we want to cycle through more, so we don't want to put the estate on top. We want to put a copper on top because it doesn't help us buy anything more. So we got to cycle past it. Duchy there. We'll take another silver. Here we got to put silver on top and still take a rebuild. Here we Gonna put a silver on top and still take a third rebuild. Now, okay. We know that in these bottom three cards is a duchy and two estates. No, a duchy and one estate, excuse me. We also know that there's a rebuild there. So if we put the estate back, then we can make sure that we're going to draw a rebuild next hand. If we would put the copper back, then we have a chance of hitting the rebuild next hand, and we definitely won't trigger a shuffle, but I think it's still better to do it this way. Buy a fourth rebuild. Now we got to put the estate back so that we make sure that we hit it. And we'll take one more silver. Stick, it doesn't really matter what back here. I guess it's slightly better to put the silver back so that it, if we shuffle twice, does that even make sense? Let's see. It won't be in the shuffle that we're triggering. Neither will these cards. If we trigger multiple shuffles, I don't think it matters. Oh, because there was the duchy in this shuffle, then the silver is going to be in this shuffle, so it was better to put the silver back. Okay, great. Now we're going to top deck. So we played two rebuilds last turn and we discarded one. We would like to get further down, but we would mostly like to hit this duchy, so let's just do that. And now we'll take a duchy, silver back, take a duchy, province back, name province, so we got to skip past it, that's nice, and buy a duchy, duchy back, nail it, buy a duchy, so we're well past half the VP here. And let's just end this game. Again, I think I could have hit a duchy there. We could have scored more points, but whatever. So we ended it on turn 16. We had half the VP again, significantly earlier, I think. But I, again, should be keeping better track. 6 provinces, a duchy, and 2 estates on turn 16. Citygate is the real deal. And that was on Silver Citygate. On 5-2, you open rebuild, of course. That's not very interesting. I'm looking for a 3-4 here, so we got to open Citygate. And we do get to hit rebuild here, so that's really nice. Now we get to stick an estate back so that we draw the silver. We're going to put that back so that we don't shuffle the rebuild in. Take another silver. Let's stick the copper back because what we really want is rebuild, and this gives us a little more money, a little more flexibility. We gotta nail this. So you see you really set up your draws here. Gotta take our 4th rebuild. And we get to nail this estate here. There's a couple rebuilds down here. We're gonna take one more silver because it's only our 3rd. And yeah, let's stick the silver back. Same reasoning as last time. This time it really won't matter though. And I guess we're going to take one more silver. Now we're going to start getting duchies. So we have 3 provinces and a duchy. This way we make sure we skip that province. And now, unfortunately, we're going to trigger a shuffle here by playing this one because the duchy was the very last thing. But oh well, I still think it's worth it. Province back. We get to skip it. And we have 3 rebuilds in these 9 cards. Let's just take an estate. Yeah, So we get to play name province. You're only 60% to hit 5, opening city gate on 3-4, but you're not that much worse off even if you don't hit 5. Hopefully this will unlock up on me here. Never realized this said or copper. Anyway, it looks like this is locked up on me, so this is going to be the end of the video, but obviously we're going to name province. We're going to hit estate into duchy. We're going to name province. We're going to go duchy into province, and then we're going to mill a province. Get a province, and you can see this one was very fast. 13 turns, emptied the provinces, 6 provinces in an estate. Citygate is the real deal. Star Chart's pretty good. Citygate is amazing with rebuild. So keep an eye out for these things. And we'll see you next time with more rebuild strats.